Welcome back, guys, to Mass Effect Andromeda, where after a floaty proposition from PB, as well as some scanning quests, some crew members wish to speak to us. Lexi in the medbay, what do you need? And more to the point, you're not sucking us into a cutscene, it seems.
Going through the readouts from the KET facility, I've never seen such advanced genetic technology. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain, by species.
Well, why do you really want to know about people so strongly? I guess PB would be the more interesting one, considering she seems to have some issues.
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Is Drac good?
He seemed conflicted since Eladon. Drac likes to think of himself as a fossil. Something from the past to look at and learn from. But you've shown him he has a lot left to live for. Thanks, Ryder.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's top priority has always been her sister's safety. Now that Sid's growing up, their relationship is changing. It's not going to happen overnight, but they'll find a new rhythm.
Is Jaal doing okay?
He's adjusting. The rest of us have at least some understanding of each other's cultures. But to Jaal, we're all outsiders. It's a lot to take in. I'd say he's doing pretty well.
He is.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Thanks for the insight.
Right, so what did you actually want to speak to me about? What's this?
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
So I can talk about each memory fragment as I go along as well, just to get it off my chest? That's interesting.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
I do wonder what you wanted to speak to me about in general, but it doesn't really seem all that important, to be honest. Well, let's go up and find Jaal. He wished to speak to me at some point. I know there's something for me to always scan there, but still. I just don't find it, and then I just can't be bothered to find it in the other sense as well. Well, if Jaal wanted me to speak to him, then he's not there anymore. But it's probably more to do with the whole VidCon stuff.
Pending vid calls.
About Axel.
Jaal, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jaal Amadarav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
Okay, this guy is really starting to piss me off.
He always was a Veshanon.
Vesha what?
Someone pleased with his own shit. We've never gotten along.
I thought I could reason with him. But after Padromos and this...
You did everything you could, Ryder. Akksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
Well, everyone, we learnt a new word, but we're waiting for Axel to make his next move. Who knows, that might happen straight away, you never know. Right, Director Addison, that's your name.
Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
She didn't disappear. Dr. Kennedy left to try and have a child. You really had no clue?
I knew she wanted us to fast-track the schedule, but we had no worlds. We were going to lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
Save her tail, do we?
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
No way to tell. It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
The first any child. Right, so now we got ZK trackers back in other systems. Of course we do. Of course we do. Well, as long as no one wants me, I better check the email as well, just in case. Because of course we've done a few missions. So much better from PB. Typically I'm not the type to send mail, at least not mail that just reflects or lingers on stuff, but I'm okay letting you know how great our float was for me. And the weird thing is, I think it was actually better with you there. I had a little bumper car whimsy. You might be growing on me a little. Not sure if that's good or bad, but I'm not going to ponder that right now. I want to stay chill. Indeed, as I told her to do. Well, let's get back out there into the galaxy. There's always stuff to do after all. Yes, we are.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh? A new anomaly has appeared?
Probes launched.
Is that the tracker? It is.
Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker. Try and get me the last message through.
Attached. We find the source. This tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her? Negative. We need another tracker. Damn it.
Well, now it's turned into completely serious business. So we probably should find her ASAP. We've got this quest up as well, Forgotten History. Since when did that appear? Oh, that's for the fragments and stuff. That's the quest we've got listed on. What's the system we need to go to again? It is actually, Zalbray, it's towards the Forgotten History marker. Let's get the ZK tracker. A few quests that just want to take us all over the galaxy every 2 seconds. Get back to the Nexus someday. But for now, let's sort things out. Where's the anomaly? Here. Wouldn't surprise me if she was on somewhere like Aladdin.
I've detected the last ZK tracker we need. Right. We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the Rokar. Cal was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation. Or Rokar. We have to find them on Vold.
Well, if that's the way things are, then to be honest, that's the other place for our other PB fragments. So let's get down on Aladdin, find this Angaran Relic, and move on from there. Hopefully it's a nice quick journey. I can hope all I want though, it doesn't necessarily mean it will be. It doesn't really matter who's with me at this point in time, does it? Let's take Jaal anyway. And see if PB has any dialogue for the relic after all as well. Jaal for when we hit Vold and have to deal with a Lokar. Something tells me a cutscene is messed up a little bit here. We're supposed to be landing, but instead we already are. Interesting. Been a few messed up cutscenes lately. Seems they can't really get a patch out that doesn't mess up something else. Isn't that the nature of patching, though? Try again, it seems. So this is a quest I probably could have engaged with way earlier in the game, because it looked like it was 2 parts. One when we got rid of the first lot. That looks some crazy armor, doesn't it? Looks like I've got jet boosters all around. But unfortunately not as cool as that. If only those like bits fired. They just look more like reflective bumpers, I don't know. So someone can see me and not run me over. Our quest is way up on high. Off in its own little section. Let's see what's there, eh? Let's go, Nomad. Why is it also showing more than one marker here? I guess the other marker is to go home.
So, am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right.
Yeah, logic. Seems to me like there's millions of markers, even though there's only one just or 2 repeating around the circle. It's kind of like, at what point do I want to change over my drive train? Make sure we're heading the right way. No, I'm not. Where am I? No, I am heading the right way. It's just completely unknown terrain at this point. The Sea of Ataraxia. I guess over would be fastest, but you just don't know for certain. Guess you could go through the valley as well. Alright. So where are we looking at? Well, obviously that there. Been infected by the scourge a little bit here.
Pathfinder, my scans indicate this site may be worth searching for Angaran Relics.
Like you were being hunted.
I've seen this before. It may be Angaran.
Avela will want to see this.
Instead of PB dialogue, we get other dialogue completely. Well, that's fine by me. So now that that's done, we can get off the planet and move on to Vold. Save this child, eh? Oh, what's this over here? That's just the Tempest location. Okay. Buggy game be buggy. Maybe we'll bug out now. Nope, we can still see our little sand hermity crabby things, whatever you want to call them. I know they've got a name, but still. It's happily migrating by the look of it. This is where we wonder if someone else wants to speak to us because we're hitting the ship again. Anyone? This is Jaal. Jaal definitely wants to see me. But the question is, where is Jaal?
Email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Okay, this is about the kid. Oh, Jaal's quest moving on. Need to speak with you. I've received an update on Axel. It isn't good. Please come see me in my room. I would, as soon as this door opens. Vetra wants as well.
You more than anyone know how dangerous Akksul is.
Why were they allowed to speak with him?
They aren't children anymore. We can't control their every move. You remember how you were. Please, Jaal.
I'll bring them home.
Are you okay?
3 of my brothers and sisters have joined the Roka. Akksul has poisoned them with his hatred of aliens.
And your mothers want you to bring them back.
The Roka have made camp at the forge. Many consider it the birthplace of our civilization. Akksul likely believes this bold move will create more fanatics for his cause. Ryder, he has my family. But I don't think I can do this alone.
You don't have to. Just tell me the time and place.
No hesitation. You are a good friend. I have a contact who's been monitoring the Roka. I'll set up a rendezvous with her.
Right, the loyalty mission's set up. By the look of it, meet Jaal's resistant contact on Haval. Well, first of all, our designation or destination is Vold. Vetra will just get to you some other time, I guess. So it's over here in Faroang. Jaal Armadillo, Flesh and Blood. It's all set up. Of course, we need to go back to the Nexus as well, but let's skip to Vold first of all. Get landed, see what we have to see. Get this relic. And that should hopefully, you never know, activate PB's quest. It's Liam's one that I'm most interested in because he doesn't seem to have more designated things. Essentially, from what I can see on some lists, etc., within the game, I should have every planet. Like every outpost, by the look of it. And he just wants you to make more and more outposts. So there must be something we can still outpost to.
Vold orbit is steady.
In some way. But it's just knowing how. Or what they want. There's basically Liam, PB, and Jaal left. But Jaal's one is open now. And the other thing, the other interesting thing about it, of course, is that they are by far the most interesting quest lines we've got so far. I don't know from the standpoint of a viewer, but I'd be looking forward to those bits more than I am, like, these episodes. We're getting quests done, we're following storylines, but it's just how compact these things are. And not full of loading screens, one would say as well. Right, so it seems we have an Angaran Relic in one of 2 places, plus then Dr. Kennedy is off that way. Let's fast travel on over and then sort things from there. Let's get our anomalies first. Why is there 2 is the real question. Just over this away. Well, we can see it already.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
It will never be good enough for us to just exist. Seems this one's coming up first.
You've been hanging.
The question is which one is first, to be honest. They're all underground? Maybe. Okay, let's get out. It definitely looks to me that something, whatever it is under the ground. There's no just hole to fall into that I can see. Was there a cave of some variety here? Okay, put it on that kind of...
This area can be mined for resources.
I have no control.
Extract minerals via your mining interface.
So by the look of it, there's a way into this dig site proper. You'd have to guess it's probably from over here. Mines? Where was my way down here again? You sure you want to come in a car with me? There's my way in.
The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
Right, so we gotta head back down here towards where the AI was.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
If I'm right in saying, anyway. So at this point, we're just being led in further.
Normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
But there are some enemies in here.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
I was hoping the hammer would get more than one, because there's definitely more than one around. Right, let's open up the map again here. And see that that's our destination point, further in to the left.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Interesting, it's asking us to come right the way back in again. Just round to the left-hand side. There really shouldn't be too many enemies here. But to be honest, it's too big of a cave complex not for them to reuse in some respect or the other.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me.
There may be something here that is relevant to your search for Angaran artifacts.
So you say? What's in that corner of the room? There it is.
Is this Angaran? It looks strange.
Maybe available, know more about it. Put it in cargo.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
So we've collected that now. It's time to now meet the good doctor and try to save her from the lower car. Looking to stop new life from other species in the Andromeda galaxy. As it seems a load of guys have just appeared behind us. Wanting to go to war, eh? That was not what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. These guys aren't going to live up much longer. Once I start mashing them down. Nice of them to keep respawning around me, that's for sure. Well, let's get back up planet side so we can move on next time on Mass Effect Andromeda. Bye-bye.